I'm very happy to be once again in Vienna at this center with another seminar which is the creation of Hannah, and I'm very grateful for creating that, for enabling this space. I'm excited to get to know you, even if we might not find the chance to privately speak. There is something very intimate in such seminars, and I find myself always throughout the weekend follow each and every one of you in your process of revelation, in your bad times and good times, the opening and the closing, it's all a part of the journey. This particular seminar is probably one of the most egocentric things I could ever do, because it's simply coming to discuss and meditate on my most favorite subject. And you will probably understand, you will realize throughout this weekend to what a degree I am excited about it. And my hope is to make it contagious. That's what we're going to talk about. And the more we're going to explore what we call the heart chakra, or very shortly the heart, which is basically the same, you will feel more and more intensely the heart chakra responding. The heart chakra is very responsive. It likes to be talked about. And again, you will soon understand why. What is the exact calling that you're starting to hear the more we're discussing your heart. This is probably not only my own egocentric business, but actually the most important aspect of a human life. At the end of the day, after all the fuss and the turmoil of our human drama ends, we know, and this is something that our heart knows and only needs to be reminded of, at the end of the day, the only thing that would matter is how much our heart was alive how full it was, how much we loved, how connected we were to the meaning of life, to the point of it all as revealed by our heart. And how many qualities we have managed to express, activating our heart. When this center is empty and there is a feeling of emptiness, and what we call, and our language is filled with idioms that describe different states of the heart chakra. Isn't it strange, right? That somehow human language is actually full of recognition of the heart chakra and its functions. So when we speak of, I don't know if you have it in German, but when we speak of feeling empty-hearted, yeah, there is empty-hearted. This feeling of emptiness at deep within our chest. This is when our heart is reminding us to listen. It's like something is knocking on the door, giving us a sinking feeling, a feeling of a craving or a longing, as if we are missing something, but something that is everything. So that's what really counts. This heart is our compass, is that part in us that connects us immediately with the point of everything, with the feeling that anything means something, you see. Without it, there is a strange feeling of meaninglessness or pointlessness. That even this feeling is not so bad, because it's a wake-up call. It's a sort of a strategy of the heart to make us ache and long for that which satisfies it. A brief introduction, perhaps I guess that if you've come to this seminar, or perhaps not, that generally in my work I'm what can be considered a spiritual teacher, and also someone who deals a lot with chakras. Right? This is the guy that talks a lot about chakras. And I want to explain through what I do, and throughout what I have done in the last 20 years or so, what we're going to learn also this weekend. When I entered the spiritual search, the spiritual journey, I was very much fascinated with going all the way to spiritual transcendence, to self-transcendence, to self-dissolution, to what is called spiritual enlightenment, and that was my main passion which has remained, I guess, my passion. To realize what can be called the truth beyond my thoughts, my projections, my own ideas, my own personal perspective of one individual in time and space. And when I did manage to tap into this self-transcendence and to reach what in chakra science is called reaching, settling in the Crown Chakra, in the seventh chakra, I started to realize also as a spiritual teacher, because quickly afterwards, probably too quickly, I started teaching, and in my teaching I try to bring everyone, obviously, to this point, to this realization. But then I realized that people do experience heightened states of consciousness, but their question is, okay, but how do you expect me to live from this state? Was seriously unanswered. I couldn't really connect this realization and how to live, how to be an active human being in the world. And this is obvious, when we meditate, and I guess that all of you here have meditated sometime, and perhaps even managed to enter some profound states in meditation. Meditation is an extraordinary thing. It's when we are losing the sense of boundaries and feeling completely limitless or dissolved in stillness and in pure being. But as soon as you open your eyes, how do you live as that pure being? This doesn't mean much, you see, because if you ask that pure being, what am I meant to do now? It will tell you nothing. It will tell you, I have no idea. This is not my business. I have liberated you from worldly concerns, from communication, from interaction. I have revealed to you what you were before you were born, but I have no idea how you are meant to act. There is no calling there. There is nothing. It's just pure being. And then we have this deep question of what does it mean even to be a human being if I am in meditation meant to know myself as this pure being, as nothing, as silence, and so on, because it's not connected to the activity of human life. So that was a big concern of mine, because honestly I couldn't answer, and people couldn't find the answer. It doesn't mean that the answer that we are going to discuss this weekend is completely easy to practice, but it at least makes a lot of sense. It at least resonates as an answer, even when it sends us on a serious journey. So this is when I started to realize that the answer actually waited within the chakra system. The way the chakra system is built. Where is the... No, the poster is over there. Okay, that's very far away. Okay. I will have to grab myself and start standing over there to explain. But this is what we are going to explore this weekend. How to, what it means to give meaning and sense to our experience as human beings, as spiritual human beings, as spirits in human form. Because we know that the Crown Chakra is quite indifferent, basically. It's neutral in its nature. It doesn't care about humanness. And we need this perspective. We need it intensely. But we also know that the head doesn't give us any kind of meaning and sense, right? We've tried it for quite many years. If you're 20 years, you've tried it 20 years. If you're 30 years, you've tried it 30 years. If you're 60 years old, you've tried it 60 years, which is a lot to verify that the head doesn't give us any answer, any meaning, any true center. So we hear that the Crown Chakra, our deepest spirituality, doesn't give an answer to that. How to be active human beings, and also the head is just a sort of a confused master, disoriented. And that's why we are told correctly by spiritual teachers, move away from the head, or leave your head, drop your mind, and so on and so on. We're not meant to drop anything. To be accurate, we're not meant to drop anything. We're actually meant to include everything, but we are meant to find our home, to find a home within ourselves, to find a place where it makes sense to reside and to act from. When we are starting to understand where home is, what we call our heart chakra begins to open. Okay, so that's why we are starting with this point. Today we are going to focus more, of course, aside from all the practices that we will obviously practice. We're going to focus more on the understanding and orientation